28th United Nations Climate Change Conference, also known as COP28, is commencing in the UAE today. It will be held at Expo City in Dubai till the 12th of December. High-profile summit, of course, seeks to address challenges brought forth by climate change as well as solutions to mitigate the same. Key issues on the agenda include green energy transition and climate financing. More than 70,000 delegates are expected to attend COP28, including members of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, business leaders, youth delegates, climate scientists, indigenous people, journalists and other experts and stakeholders are also amongst the participants. Meanwhile, the Ministry of External Affairs has announced that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be attending the summit events tomorrow. Prime Minister Modi will deliver his address at the opening session of the World Climate Action Summit. Besides his address to COP28, Prime Minister Modi will also be participating in 3 high-level side events, of which 2 are being co-hosted by India. Let's quickly listen into what Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra had to say about this.
We'll be attending the summit events tomorrow, 1st of December, before returning to India later tomorrow evening. Just to recall, Honorable Prime Minister had last visited the UAE earlier in July this year. In terms of Prime Minister's participation at the COP28, Honorable Prime Minister will deliver his address at the opening session of the World Climate Action Summit. Besides his address to the COP28, Prime Minister will also be participating in 3 high-level side events, of which 2 are being co-hosted by India. The first high-level event, which is being co-hosted by India and the UAE, is the launch of Green Credits Initiative. If you would recall, this was something which was rolled out earlier this month or late last month by the Ministry of Environment in India. The second side event, co-hosted by India and Sweden, is the launch of Lead IT 2.0, essentially a leadership group for energy transition. You're not able to hear? All right. Sure. The second event, which is co-hosted by India and Sweden, is the launch of Lead IT 2.0, Leadership Group for Industry Transition 2.0. This, you would recall, was a joint initiative launched by India and Sweden in 2019 at the UN Climate Action Summit in New York. Essentially, this initiative fosters collaboration among the decision makers, bringing together both the public sector and the private sector with the objective of accelerating the industry transition to net zero emissions. Honorable Prime Minister will also be participating in another high-level event which is titled Transforming Climate Finance, which is to be hosted by the presidency of the COP28, that is the UAE. In terms of substance, as you all know, the Conference of the Parties, COP, is the supreme decision-making body of the UNFCCC that meets annually to assess progress in dealing with climate change, also discuss and negotiate further actions that the parties to the COP have to take and make decisions.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.